You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for March 10th through the 21st. We've got Shane delivering awful news. Shawn is quite torn, and EJ is brutally attacked. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. Let's jump right in. Monday, March 10th. Teresa is out of prison. We saw her briefly on Friday, but we have a whole lot more of Ms. Donovan coming. So Brady's shocked, Tate is shocked, and then we're going to see Teresa shocked when, Tate, the big news about him having a kid on the way, gets her really excited. Teresa thinks she's going to be a grandma. So the adoption news may hit her kind of hard, but Brady is intent on doing what Tate wants and what's best for him. But I do wonder if Teresa is going to try and talk them out of it. Rafe demands answers from EJ about the gaps in his memories, and I'm wondering if Jada goes along to interrogate him. They are not going to get very far with him because he's terrible. Handsome, but terrible. Holly chews out Melinda about the hot necklace that she bought from the fence. Now, mind you, no matter what Holly says, Melinda, yes, she shouldn't have bought what possibly was stolen property. I mean, she didn't know for sure, but she didn't steal it. Doug 3 stole it, but still, Holly's going to try to get it off her neck. Rachel Blake threatens Ava. On Friday, she snuck into her room, and the threats go wild as we start next week. She is trying to make Kristen and little Rachel's happily ever after of a reunited family happen with Brady, and that means that she needs Ava out of the way. Kristen is very scared about what her mom has done when she can't find Rachel Sr., and she, of course, is worried it's going to trigger CPS to take Rachel Jr. Tuesday, March 11th, Gaby spills some tea to Paulina about Belle, and this has got to be her telling Mayor Paulina that District Attorney Belle is shagging EJ. What else could it be? Ava has this horrible thing happen with Rachel Blake, and then she goes to see Brady. There's a big argument. Now, he talked her out of pressing charges by playing the Rachel will get taken by CPS guilt card, but Ava's not going to spend her life in fear. So either Brady has to take care of this or, Ava's done with him for good. She has to be. She can't live with this woman terrorizing her. Meanwhile, EJ has a lot of fun taunting Jada and Rafe, but is he being a little overly confident, Maybe that's the attitude he's putting on, trying to shut down suspicions, because he has to know if Rafe does get those memories back, he is screwed. And Shawn makes a confession to JJ, tells him that he hooked up with Jada, and in turn, JJ is wondering if Jada is going to come clean to Rafe because she's a pretty honest person, and that's going to put Shawn in a tough spot. Wednesday, March 12th, we've got Chad and Cat getting closer, sparks flying. Lots of people aren't going to like it. Sarah tells Maggie she's worried, presumably about Xander and Philip, but it might be about Alex and Joy. Xander and Philip get busy discussing their plans to take over DiMera, and Stephanie warns Alex that Joy may be pregnant. And after Stephanie says that, of course, we've got Joy getting the test results, and then she makes an announcement to Alex and Stephanie, and I feel like it's leaning towards pregnant or a pregnancy lie. I guess we'll find out. Javi makes a suggestion to Leo. Then on Thursday, March 13th, Johnny isn't happy at all. He is playing hardball with his dad, EJ. It's got to be about the Arnold Rafe thing or just about the whole messy scene that turned off Sophia's mom, Amy Choi, because now Johnny and Chanel may not be able to adopt Tate and Sophia's baby. If Amy has anything to say about it, they definitely won't be able to. And Paulina also tells Chanel she's sorry, and maybe it's about them losing the chance to adopt the baby, just how badly everything went. Marlena has a plan, and she shares it with Belle, presumably to get the information she needs and go find John. Friday, March 14th, Holly and Doug 3 are scheming how to get Julie's necklace off Melinda's neck and back in Julie's hands. Belle gets a confession from EJ. It's unlikely that he would admit to anything she could prosecute. And then Belle is right back in bed with him, and she's going to hate herself for this. Tate and Sophia try to stay optimistic about the adoption plan, and Roman warns Johnny he doesn't know who EJ is or what he's capable of, and tells Johnny that EJ is a rapist. Johnny is completely shocked when Kate confirms, yes, indeed, EJ raped your mom. Sammy blackmailed her into sex, and Johnny is mind blown furious. And that takes us into the week of March 17th through the 21st. EJ is assaulted, and it's by his own son, Johnny, who is disgusted with his dad, EJ. Of course, he believes what Kate and Roman told him, as he should, because it is the truth. Sammy's on her way back soon to deal with Johnny's outrage at his father. Meanwhile, Chanel is there for Johnny to comfort him. And the big question is, will she tell Paulina about the accusations against EJ? Everything gets worse by the minute. Belle is putting her career and her personal reputation on the line being with EJ. And of course, she already knows about the Sammy and Arnold and Rafe stuff from the past. She also knows that EJ blackmailed his way into Sammy's bed. This is all known history for Belle because that's her sister. But what might be a deal breaker is a light being shined on it and more people finding out, plus these new Arnold antics. To be fair, EJ didn't invite the guy back to town. He was just rolling with the punches and making terrible decisions. Melinda is not going to just give back that necklace. So Holly and Doug 3 may have to go to extremes to get it from her. And I just wonder if they might take it, because it'd be pretty hard for Melinda to get it back from Julie because it's legally hers and was stolen. And Melinda doesn't have a sales receipt from the illegal fence that she bought it from. And it's not a good look to be walking around with stolen merch on your neck. So when it comes to Melinda, are Holly and Doug 3 going to justify it and do some crime? Steve meets with Andrew Donovan, and Marlena and Steve are also facing off with Shane Donovan. And it looks like there's a little more to the John Black tale before it's all over. The worst may be assumed, and then they get some false hope, and then everything falls apart and all hope is lost when eventually Steve and Marlena find out John is dead. But there's still a few more weeks to go on this tragic tale, but things look bleak, look better, and then really terrible. So watch for that arc. Rafe and Jada chase down his missing memories while Jada is torn about coming clean about her night with Shawn, who is also torn about it. And he really likes her. He likes Jada, but he also likes Rafe. And this is just a terrible situation that's kind of ripping him apart. And now that JJ knows, Gaby may soon know. So will Rafe find out, or will Jada confess? And that's how he knows. Alex and Stephanie face some challenges, and Joy having a Kiriakis bun in the oven could be one of them.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.